Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I'm starting my very own Minecraft Let's Play series. This is not going to be any ordinary Let's Play because I am starting off in Minecraft Alpha v1.0.4 and the plan is that I am going to be gradually updating the game and explore the new stuff that get added into the game as we go. And I just spawned on an island, which I guess is pretty cool actually. I like that. Anyway, it does looks like I did get a decent spawn here, which is nice. And in case you've never played Alpha, it's very different compared to the newer versions of the game. And honestly, I like that a lot. There's a lot of cool things in this game, and it's just super different. Like there's no such thing as the end, there's no strongholds, obviously, there's no mineshaft, there's no villages, there's basically nothing in this game. And I think that opens up a sort of different way to enjoy the game. And the plan with this series is to enjoy the game long term. So I'm by no means in a rush to update my game as we go here. And my plan is basically to make myself a couple of things that I want to do before I update the next version. And then I'm gonna try to involve mostly the new stuff in these goals so that we explore every single little forgotten detail about Minecraft. So I know that in modern Minecraft there's just so much stuff, and honestly it's kind of overwhelming. Personally, I stopped playing Minecraft around 1.9 or 1.10 I want to say. So that's already like a lot of years ago, and honestly I haven't been gaming basically at all for the past, I want to say 3 or 4 years. And I just got this random urge to start playing again, and I thought, you know what, I might as well just give it a shot and sort of see how stuff goes from here, I guess. So yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully we don't run into too many problems with the world as we go on here. And I actually really like the spawn, and for some reason there's just so many pigs over there. That's kind of wild. Anyway, I think I should probably just start grabbing myself some stone tools. Unfortunately, there's nothing exposed, like no stone. So I think I will just dig down here and get myself some basic tools, and then I will try to explain a bit further what exactly I'm going to try to do. And for now, I'm just going to grab some basic stuff, like I just said. And by the end of the episode, I'm gonna have decided on 3 things that I want to do before I update to the next version of the game. And I think it's gonna be exciting. There might be some problems, like there's so much stuff that get added to Minecraft over time that the world generation is gonna get a little bit messed up as we go. However, I'm not really too worried about it. I know that I'm gonna be able to find all of the new stuff, like that gets added over time, and honestly, I'm just gonna have to explore, and also I'm gonna go to the Nether and just travel really far away, and that's how I'm gonna get access to new stuff later on. But for now, I'm not really too worried about it. I'm just gonna be a little bit cautious about how much I actually explore in this world, because I want to make it a little bit easier for myself to find stuff later on, obviously. So I'm not just gonna go thousands of blocks away from the spawn and ruin everything. So I'm gonna mostly try to stay around this place where I am right now for as long as possible, and eventually I'm gonna have to travel a bit to explore stuff, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry too much about it, and hopefully everything turns out fine in the end. Okay, so I'm actually a bit surprised that I spawned on an island. I didn't really know that this was possible in this version of the game, but apparently it is. So for now I'm just gonna go ahead and gather some food. And there was a lot of pigs over here just a moment ago, so hopefully they didn't disappear. No, it's fine. There's still some pigs over here. I could have sworn there was more though. I don't really know. Because one thing about this version that I can just kill all of the animals, no worries, because animals just keep spawning. I don't really think there's a limit either to how many mobs can actually spawn. So they just keep on appearing like as nothing ever happened. So that's good. And as you may have noticed, there's no hunger bar, so the only thing that food actually does in this version is that just heal you directly. So there's no hunger system in the game yet. That's actually kind of nice. Like I don't really need to worry so much about food in the beginning. I mean, obviously I'm gonna take damage, so I'm gonna need a way to regenerate as well. But like I said, it's not that big of a deal. Like you're not gonna starve to death if you don't have food. Right, so I think that's enough food for now. And also, if you just punch a sheep, you actually get wool. And sheeps also don't drop any food, so there's no real point of killing them. So I'm just gonna punch them and get some wool. And the interesting part about wool in this version is that you can actually, there's a cave, beautiful. You can actually craft armor with wool, which I find a bit strange, but at the same time it's kind of amazing. So pretty much I can craft myself full leather armor just from punching sheeps, which is again a bit strange, but I guess that's just how Minecraft used to work back then. And man, I really like this terrain. Right, so let's just go into this cave here. Is it gonna be anything or is it just like a dead end? Okay, it looks like it's just a dead end, so that's a bit unfortunate. Okay, so I guess we should just probably keep exploring a little bit here. I think that's the island where I spawned, I'm pretty sure. And over there is another island, so obviously there is no such thing as boats yet. So crafting a boat and going over there is just not an option, unfortunately. So I think I'm mainly gonna try to just stay on my island for now and start building some basic stuff. Okay, so there is land over here. Let's just see if I can actually walk over there. Oh my gosh, it's already turning nighttime, which definitely is not ideal. I haven't been able to find a cave, so I guess I'm gonna have to do the one logical thing to do, which is unfortunately just to wait until it turns back to daytime. I don't really think I am able to survive the night without any stuff, so I think I'm just gonna wait until it's daytime again, honestly. Right, so I'm just gonna dig myself like a basically a hole in here, and then I will just wait, I guess. Okay, so I guess I might as well show you guys this as we're waiting here anyway. So what I was talking about earlier is that fact that you can actually just make armor like this. Now, is this armor any good? Well, no. It's basically terrible, but it's probably better than nothing. So, in case you've never played this version of the game before, basically like the way that armor works is kind of strange. So right now, if I put all of this on, and you look at my little armor thing down there on the left side above my hotbar, like it looks like I have full diamond, right? But if I get hit by like literally 3 mobs, my armor just starts breaking or the durability goes down, and then it just protects you so much less. And it's honestly kind of strange, like even with diamond armor it's pretty useless in this version because the armor just breaks insanely fast, and once the durability goes down a little bit, it just like essentially stops protecting you. So getting a full set of diamond armor in this version just seems a bit pointless to me, so I'm likely not gonna go for it. If I find enough diamonds, I'll probably just make it and save it until later on. But for now, I think iron armor is probably my best bet. I could go for this wool or leather armor, whatever you want to call it, but it just breaks so fast that you can essentially kill like 3 mobs or get hit like 3-4 times and it's already like not doing anything. So it's basically useless, unfortunately. Okay, so then it's finally about to become daytime. And another interesting thing is that it just basically instantly becomes daytime. Like right now it's pretty dark, but in like 10 seconds it's gonna be super bright. So the transitioning from daytime to like from nighttime to daytime is just crazy. Like it just goes incredibly fast, which I don't know if I like it or not, but it's like just look at this. Like now it's super dark, and then once the moon hits the water over there, it just gets bright like super fast, which is a bit strange, but oh well. I guess that's what happens when you play a game that got released so many years ago. So I think this version is like 15 years old or something right now, which is just absolutely insane. So I'm gonna swim over here, and maybe if I'm lucky I will find a cave. Okay, so the transitioning was not as fast as I remember, but it's definitely fast enough. So I'm just climbing this mountain right now, and is there gonna be any coal? There should be some coal, not too terribly far away from here. That's a cave right there, that's good. The island is over there, so again, I really don't want to get lost because that would really suck. Um, because I'm definitely gonna build on these islands. Okay, I did not take full damage. Okay, there we go. Finally. Alright, so I did get some coal. That's very nice. I'm just gonna mine this coal, and I'm also just gonna go back to the island before I get lost. And another thing I have to worry a little bit about, unfortunately, is that I'm not gonna be able to explore nearly as much as I want, honestly, because yeah, if I do that, then I'm gonna have problems later on finding new biomes and stuff. So I'm gonna try to resist the urge to explore the world for as long as possible, really. And I don't know if I want to go down here. I might. You know what? I'm just gonna explore this cave. Why not? I wanted to go back to the island, but I'm just not gonna do that for now. I'll just mine whatever is in this cave, and then I will go back. Alright, so I did get myself a decent amount of torches, which is very nice, as I'm gonna be able to finally light up some stuff and actually see what's going on. And this bit, okay, it's a dead end, but I do hear a zombie somewhere. Okay, my pickaxe just broke, and I don't have enough iron to make one. So I guess I'll just make another stone pickaxe. I could also just, I'm gonna use the wooden one. So I do hear a lot of zombies, and I know that spawners are in the game. So if I'm able to find one, then that is just absolutely fantastic. But I don't really want to have my hopes up too much. Like it is a spawner. Wait. Yeah, that's too many to not be a spawner. And it is. That's absolutely fantastic. That is actually great. That is really good, honestly. Like, that means that we have a spawner really close to my home. And hopefully they don't kill me. So, there are jumping tests. I have no idea what to expect from this, honestly. And like, okay, so they just keep spawning. Even though I did light up. I'm so happy I found a spawner, guys. You guys have no idea. Like, that means that we can essentially just gather a lot of stuff. And it's just like that is such a strange, like, weird place to have a spawner, but okay, so we did find a spawner, which is absolutely fantastic, and there's some chests here. I have no idea what I'm gonna get from them though. Like, I'm kind of curious. And also mossy cobblestone is not craftable in this version, so I'm gonna grab the mossy cobblestone as well. But let's just see what's in this chest. Iron, okay, I will take it. And there's string as well, that is very good. And there's some wheat. Okay, that's honestly not even like all that bad. I don't know what I want to get rid of. I don't really want to get rid of anything, to be honest. And okay, so it's just some wheat and some string. That's fine. I'm super excited that I found this spawner, and I'm definitely gonna be able to come back and grab the mossy cobblestone at some point. But for now, I will just let it be there, and I need to make some kind of mark as well to where the spawner is, so that I don't lose it, because that would kind of suck. So it is a little bit of ways away from my spawn, unfortunately, but it's not terribly far, so it's fine. I'm probably gonna make a mob spawner out of this at some point, or not a spawner, but like a farm. And in case you guys didn't realize, for now, zombies actually drop feathers. So that is also very nice because that means I'm going to be able to craft myself some arrows. Bows are in the game and they are incredibly good. So I can actually make myself a bow right now if I wanted to. So that's also very, very nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave this cave for now. And I just realized that I don't exactly know where I am. Because I'm just gonna build a cobblestone like little marker here. And I think my islands are over here. I hope so. Getting lost is pretty easy because the terrain just kind of looks the same. Okay, so that's where the spawner is. And I hope that my island is gonna be somewhere over here. Okay, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. Hopefully. Uh, is this my island? I really hope it is. Let's just swim back over and we'll find out pretty quickly, I guess. And I really hope that this is the starting island, and it looks like it actually is. Yes, it is. Perfect. So this is where I spent the night. I'm gonna remove that because that just looks super, super ugly. So yeah, then we have a mob spawner over there. So that's great. And I also have a bunch of torches, so I can actually light up my entire world. And I don't know why this leaves on this. That's weird. Because, yeah, leaves are supposed to like disappear when you mine the trees, but mine just didn't there for some reason. But it's okay. Alright. Hopefully I will be fine. I have 6 more. So, and boom. I think that should be pretty decent. I'm expecting stuff to start spawning anyways, but if they do, it's gonna be fine. Just gonna move a little bit there. So what I wanted to actually build here is essentially like a wall. And what I'm gonna use this wall for, I will show you guys in a moment. I'm sure it will make a whole lot more sense pretty soon here. So I wanted to just sort of do this, and boom, like so. And this is the wall where I'm gonna write down everything that I want to do before updating my game to the next version, basically. So let's just do this. I'm gonna put some stairs and try to make it look nice. I'm not really sure if it's gonna work out the way I'm hoping, because stairs are definitely a bit glitchy in this version. So let's just see what happens if I place a stair. Okay, it does work. That's nice. I'm gonna place a stair like that, and then like this, and like uh, that, and then on top, I'm actually just gonna use some slabs. So I can actually make slabs like this, which is super nice. And I'm gonna try to place them like that. Perfect. And then I want to have a torch on the middle as well, like so. Okay, it doesn't look great. I might change it up the design later on, but for now, I think this looks just fine. So signs are fortunately a part of the game. So I'm gonna just make myself some more torches, and then I will put down some signs with the things that I want to do before I update the world to the next version. And it's still gonna be a while, so the goals are not gonna be like super crazy, but I also don't want to make them like really easy either. So I do have some things in mind that I want to do in this version. So, oh, I forgot that it only gives you 1 sign, and I'm gonna need 3 of them because I'm gonna set myself 3 main goals essentially. Okay. Uh, okay, drop that sign, I guess. Let me just. You know what? I need to make a chest, and I need to do it like right now. Alright, so I've done a little bit of work off camera here, and I decided to go for the biggest island for my house. So I just went ahead and lit up the entire island. And how I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a house here, and then I'm gonna link it up to the other islands, and then I'm gonna do different builds over there, and there is also a bit more over there and over there. So I have a lot of space. It's gonna be a bunch of different islands, which I'm gonna use for different things. And these chips are just so loud. I'm sorry, but they have to go. So yeah, I will show you guys how the outline of the house looks in a moment. And this looks really bad, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just okay, let's just keep it there for now. So the first goal is that I want to find diamonds. That's one of the goals before I update to the next version. Like I said, the goals are going to be pretty simple in the beginning, and then once the game sort of adds a lot more stuff to do, the goals are going to be much more difficult. And the second thing I want to do is build a starter. Oh my gosh, why can I not type? Build a starter base or home. And the third thing that I want to do, which I'm gonna get going pretty soon, is actually make a farm. Make a decent farm. So that's basically what I'm gonna try to do in this version of the game. Obviously, I'm not gonna only do that stuff. I'm gonna do some other stuff as well, like collecting resources and whatnot. But I'm not too worried about it for right now. Okay, so a creeper just spawned behind me. That's worrying. I wasn't really paying attention there for a second, and then my creeper just like blew up somehow. That's okay. I guess that just happened. Luckily I didn't die or anything. That would have been really bad. But yeah, that was a bit scary. So I guess mobs are capable of spawning here. So I guess I didn't do a good enough job of lighting up. But that's the only one. That is the only mob that actually managed to spawn. So I'm not too mad about it at all. Luckily I have a lot of food, so I can just regenerate in a second. So if you just look at this pork chop, I just right click it and I just instantly heal, which is a bit overpowered. But hey, I'm not complaining at all. So I'm kinda curious if I can find the cave over here. And I think I'm going to actually build my house on this island right there. I'm not planning on really building like a massive house or anything. So I think this island is fine for now. I might move it later on, but I think that's where I want to build it for now. For some reason there's so many pigs everywhere. Alright. I think this is the place where I heard the spiders or the zombie earlier. Or maybe not. Oh! I was literally on top of coal and I didn't... Okay, there's a zombie. Or a skeleton. So I was literally on top of the coal earlier and I just didn't see it. So that's a bit embarrassing. So I guess that means that there is a cave somewhere because I keep hearing skeletons. So that's good. That is very good. Now the question is, how do I find the skeleton? Like, is he below me? Is he like over here? I'm not sure where he is. That's the thing. I hear a lot of skeletons, I think. Okay, there he is. And there's the cave on top. Be careful here. I really don't want to die. I do not want to die. I do not want to die. Okay, we are fine for now. That was really scary. Okay, we are fine, somehow. That was a lot scarier than I expected it to be. Uh, there is apparently a spider as well somewhere. Okay, we found the entrance. And I'm actually happy that I planted the spider because I want to make myself a bow. And it dropped one string. Okay, so there he is. That's a lot of mobs. I don't want to mess with that many mobs, especially at once. Okay, we're fine. This is definitely a bit sketchy to do, but I'm gonna do it. Okay, we managed to get that one. Zombies are not really that big of a problem. And for some reason it's a one hit. And that's just another dead end, it looks like. That's unfortunate. I'm happy I did that though, because now I have string. I probably got some string from the spawner back there too, didn't I? Yeah, I definitely did. But so I guess I could have made a bow by now, but that's fine. I'm not sure if this cave is gonna keep expanding though. Like, I'm really not sure. I can't hear any mobs for now. So that might be the end of the cave. I hope it's not, but maybe it is. If it is, that's fine. And what happens if I break this gravel? Okay, so there is a way back up to the surface, just breaking this gravel right here. I think that's pretty much it for this cave, unfortunately. There could be more, potentially, but for now I'm just not really gonna mess around too much with it, honestly. You know what? I think we have enough iron for now, actually. It's not too bad. I have 8, or yeah, 7 plus the one that I got from the spawner. So I think I'm just gonna melt this, make myself some iron tools, and then I will actually just chop down some wood and start building myself a basic starter house. Alright, so I've done a little bit of work off camera here, and I decided to go for the biggest island for my house. So I just went ahead and lit up the entire island. And how I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna build a house here, and then I'm gonna link it up to the other islands, and then I'm gonna do different builds over there, and there is also a bit more over there and over there. So I have a lot of space. It's gonna be a bunch of different islands, which I'm gonna use for different things. And these chips are just so loud. I'm sorry, but they have to go. So yeah, I will show you guys how the outline of the house looks in a moment. Okay, so I've spent an hour off camera here, which is 1 minute for you guys, but about an hour for me. So what I've done is that I have pretty much just finished the house. Now it's not entirely done on the roof, but honestly it doesn't look amazing. But with the very limited amount of blocks that I have, I think it's actually not too terrible. The one thing that really bothers me is the stairs are really glitchy, so that's why I have full blocks there. If I don't have them, they're just like look super weird, and it's really annoying. So yeah, I pretty much just built a small storage room here and some furnaces. And over here I have a bit of a plan for a future episode of something special I want to put right there. And over here I don't really know what to put yet, so I guess I will have to figure that out along the way. And I'm also missing some glass here. But yeah, so far so good. I'm still gonna change a bit of things on the inside obviously and finish off the roof. But for now, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of this Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.